Good evening to my subscribers in the Philippines and good early morning to my subscribers in America and beyond. Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I had to go house hunting today, looking for a new house to rent. I've had it with this landlord. She won't fix anything. She's not concerned about anything but the rent money. Won't return any texts, any calls, won't come out to take a look at any issues. So I'm moving on. I was going to do a positive vlog today touting the virtues of the Philippines, but she reminded me of something very important that I probably should have talked to you about sooner. And that's the fact that once you get off that plane in Manila, Cebu, you have absolutely no rights as a foreigner. You have the right to remain silent, and that's it. Taking up for yourself over here, you run the risk of being deported, blacklisted, and murdered. So biting your tongue is something you're going to have to learn to get used to, ladies and gentlemen. So this vlog is going to be about that, losing your voice, having no rights as a foreigner, biting your tongue and just sucking it up. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I had a good, positive vlog set up for today, and I'll just do it in the morning. But dealing with this landlord of mine brought up an issue that I probably should have discussed with you ladies and gentlemen sooner. And that's the fact that as a foreigner over here, you have no rights. You have to learn early on to suck it up, walk on eggshells, bite your tongue, and whatever else you have to do from time to time to make it through the day. Because all those rights that you have in your country, when you get over here, you give them all away. You have no rights at all that the Filipino is going to respect anyway. All right, this lady will not return my calls, my texts, anything that's wrong in the house. She won't even come out to inspect and see. If she was at home in Louisville, Kentucky, where I live, United States of America, I'd have ripped her up one side and down the other, called the city health department. They'd have came out, inspected, fined her until she fixed it, and then if she still didn't fix it, they would just condemn the place. But over here, because I have no rights, what I have to do is decide, do I want to fix it and take it off the rent, or do I want to go and move on? So I'm going to move on because I'm tired of doing that, especially with this issue. It's the plumbing issue, and most of the plumbing here, the houses and apartments and everything, they have septic tanks. They're built into a septic tank, individual septic tanks. And I guess this one's old, it's leaking, and it's about to be full, and she won't do anything about it. She probably knew that when I moved in here. Of course, she wasn't going to tell me. All right? Because every Filipino over here is not hospitable. They're not welcoming. They see a foreigner, they see dollar signs. Okay? And they know that when you deal with them, they have the upper hand. It ain't so much that you can do. You have no rights. I gave her 1 month rent, 1 month deposit when I moved in. The deposit, I won't get that back. You know how I know? She's already spent it. Well, how do you know, Calvin? Because she's always trying to get her rent early from me. Already. So what I'm going to do when I do find a place, and I was looking, that the intro, that's the new street. Once the people moved out and they cleaned it up, I'm moving in there. It's a nice house, twice the size of this, same rent, real shaded area, lots of trees and different things that I like. But when you come over here, as soon as you get off that plane in Manila, Cebu, all your rights are thrown out the window. You don't have them. So now, remember I was telling you to hold on to that common sense that's served you so well in your own country. Well, you're going to need it over here. Yeah, you're going to need it to pick your spots and pick the people that you deal with. Because if you go to the store and there's a rude cashier, so what? You got to suck it up. Or a rude sales lady, or someone accuses you of something. Well, big deal. You're going to have to deal with it. See, so walking on eggshells has become a great talent of mine now. See, practicing humility and being humble is something I'm used to, but over here it serves me well. Because back of that, I don't have a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? After a while, that smile on the Filipino's face is going to turn to a frown the longer you're here. See, all that happiness and joyfulness and welcoming spirit that they have, it turns into tolerating you. See, everybody's not happy you're here. See, a lot of people, they'll never say it, but you can see it in their eyes. See, they don't want you here. They figure, because like I said, they've got a handbook on us, especially Americans. We've been dealing with Filipinos at least since 1899 at least. Okay? And everybody's not thrilled that you're here. So, remaining under the radar, like I always tell you, is a great way to combat that. Practicing humility, being humble. See, it's a way to fight back. And then, see, when somebody treats me bad over here, they only get one time to treat me bad. I filed that away. I use what I call a do not call list. If I go into a store and the cashier or the sales lady or something like that, or if I go to the market and they talk real rude and they throw the money down, see, I put them on my do not call list. That means I never ever spend another peso with them again. See, that's the only way I can fight back over here. That's the only rights that I have. All right, it's the right where to spend my money, who to do business with, who to deal with. See, because most people, they're going to tolerate you. But at some point, you got to do business with some people. And those are the ones that they know that they've got you. They know that they hold the advantage. There's nothing you can do. This lady didn't want to pay me back my deposit, which she's not. Well, what can I do? Who am I going to call? Who's going to feel sorry for me? Nobody. So what I'm going to do is, once this place is ready, I'm just going to move out and say, look, lady, you can have that $7,000. Just use that for my last month's rent. So again, it doesn't take me long to discuss this, but it's very important. You have no rights over here, guys. When you take up for yourself over here, you run the risk of being blacklisted, deported, and killed. All right? Stay up under the radar as far as you can. Practice humility. Practice being humble. Because behind that, you don't have no other choice. All right? If people want to take advantage of you, it's a good thing that the Filipino masses are not like the choice few that's over here, that are like in any race, any country, because we'd be in trouble. They could take advantage of us at any whim, at any chance they got. But they won't do it. But sometimes you will get taken advantage of. And some things to look out for. When you go to a store and you buy something, you better make sure it's what you want. Because generally over here, there's a no return policy. See, so if you go there, try the shirt on. Usually if you buy an appliance or something, they'll plug it up to show you that it's working. Make sure it's working. Make sure you're absolutely sure it's what you want. Because there's no buyer's remorse over here like we have in America. You buy something, the next day you say, oh man, I don't even want this no more. You can take it back, get your full refund back. See, this is stuff we take for granted at home. But when you come over here, look, it's locked. You locked in. You have no rights. You try to take that back, sometimes they'll let you, but more than likely they won't. So practice walking on eggshells before you get over here. Practice biting your tongue. Practice sucking it up, because it's going to take a lot of that for you to deal and make it through the day sometimes over here. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty, man. Everybody here does not want you here. You're not welcome everywhere you go here in the Philippines. Choose your spots. Choose the people you're going to deal with. Use that common sense that served you well all these years, because you're going to need it when you get over here. It's going to take the place of the rights that you forfeit when you get off the plane. All right? You got any comments, any questions, put it in the comment section. Okay? But just remember that. You have no rights over here. Standing up for yourself, you run the risk of being deported, blacklisted, or killed. Choose your spots. Choose the people you're going to deal with. That common sense that serves you well is going to serve you well over here. It's going to be your rights. All right? Thank you for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. I'm getting ready to check the election results to see if my daughter was correct. She chose Biden, but it didn't look so good last night. If you're in America, you got the whole rest of the day. Find somebody to help. Don't let your head hit the pillow without helping somebody. It's very important. If you're over in the Philippines, it's the evening time. It's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Thank you so much. Stay COVID free, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.